Much, and Bill, thank you, both of you, for inviting me to be with y'all today. I've been here before for agriculture meetings, love going to the agrirama, and it just dawned on me that I did not allow time in the schedule to swing by there, but I think that's one of Georgia's great assets, and of course the UGA Research Center here is wonderful too, and ABAC. It is a great community. I'm glad to be here. And Bill, I also wanted to point out Gary Black's Representative Mark Sullivan is here today, and Cindy Moody, who is in the back. And so if you have questions for the commissioner, they can relay them. And what I wanted to say in terms of the immigration policy in America, it has been upside down now for probably 20 years. The last time we really tried to take a serious look at it was in 1986, which did include an amnesty program, but since then it's just started changing all over again. And I remember 1992 working with Lamar Smith trying to come up with immigration reform, and we haven't made a lot of progress. I think that there's a lot of things that are driving our economy right now that are great challenges, but one of the things that I say to my friends in the agriculture community, and Donna, you and I have had this conversation, Farm Bureau has got to get involved in welfare reform. To be on welfare right now, it's about a $20,000 a year package for health care, for housing, for education opportunities, and that is one of your biggest competitors. The other thing that often is left out of this is what happens in Mexico is our business in the United States of America. Canada and Mexico are our biggest trade partners, and the prosperity of both of those countries is very important to our well-being. We need to do a better job of reaching out and talking and engaging Mexico, and I can promise you they are our neighbors, and when they're having bad times, they're going to come here. When they're having good times, we need to be working with them. And I just think we often overlook that component of this discussion. Third thing that came up today at a town meeting I had with small businesses, and what I asked these small businesses in Valdosta today, we had about 60 employers, people who hire folks, people who have to lay off folks, people who have to make payroll and pay taxes and pay rent and make very difficult decisions. I said to them, what is your biggest stumbling block in hiring somebody? Right now, today, what would you change? Would it be regulatory environment? Would it be the tax code? Would it be the price of fuel? What is it? And the number one thing they said is you got to quit extending unemployment benefits, because we have jobs and these people don't want to work. And if they weren't getting unemployment benefits, plus often in many cases getting paid cash under the table, we could get them back working for us. And those are things that are driving, I think, your competition. The immigration debate brings out lots and lots of difficult decisions. Austin talked about this family that the mom's illegal. She's had 15 kids. I can promise you most of those kids are American citizens, and when they turn 18, 16 years old, they won't have they will not have Social Security, or some of them will. Their brothers and sisters will be Americans, and then some of the older ones won't be. And when they turn 18, they don't have a driver's license, they don't have a Social Security number, and they're going to become a really big problem. But if you raise the point to our counterparts in larger cities that, okay, you've got these kids who came here when they were 3 years old, they have Southern accents, they have no affiliation with whatever the native land is back home, they are basically Georgians. Could we give them amnesty? And the response is an overwhelmingly heck no. And the reason is because of the chain migration issue that comes behind that. And that's why this stuff is so difficult, because you've got a lot of emotionally charged people.